all. This is Dr. Dave Massac talking to you about reciprocity.com. Today, I wanted to talk to you about organizational forgetting or organizational memory. These are really important topics that I think could explain a lot of stuff within behavioral strategy. So once again, if you think this platform that I'm creating, the reciprocity.com, if you think it's really interesting, please do subscribe to the channel. YouTube channel. Please do go to the website, sign up, help me out any way that you can if you would like to sort of see this build, to see it built. So what I wanted to talk to you, or where I actually want to start the discussion today is last week I lost something that was incredibly important, and my wife is she's not very pleased with me, of course. Whenever you lose something that's of importance to the whole family, of course, everybody's going to be upset with you. I'm not going to tell you what it is because it's very important, but it's going to cost a substantial amount of money to replace. And I was just really, really disappointed with myself. I wanted to think about why anybody or why forgetting or having a lack of memory, which I have a terrible memory. It's awful. I have a terrible memory. Why that would actually be sort of rational and evolutionary, why that actually might contribute to the benefit of human beings, or what I study is within organizations, why might forgetting actually be a useful tool to aid learning and to aid development. I've heard different stories, but the one that I wanted to focus on was actually a fairly recent paper in Strategic Organization by Kent Miller and Dirk Martignoni. If I say that wrong, I apologize. So what the story basically is that within organizational research, there's this understanding that we often have to make these decisions that either are what might be called sort of exploratory, things that are new and different, you've never tried before, versus ones that are exploitive, things that you've done before, you actually get better over time, you sort of repeat those different alternatives and you improve over time. So there is this tension that we have within organizations and humans as well, that we have to have and make these very complicated decisions where we have to sort of trade off the long-term goals for doing things that are in the short run. So the reason why I'm talking about this in reciprocity, this is sort of a long-term venture for myself, and I think it actually will contribute in the long run. But this is very exploratory at this moment. So what their story was, or what the difficulty is there's this kind of a debate on how we can actually allow this to occur within organizations, where we have sort of doing things that that actually contribute versus doing something that actually might provide better sort of benefit in the long run if you do that sort of longer term thing, the sort of exploratory thing. There's this tension that happens, and there's been a bunch of discussion about why we might actually have that, and their answer, or one of their answer was they were focusing on organizational forgetting. There is this tension between exploring and exploiting these different alternatives, and what actually they suppose, or they believe, and they model this using sort of statistical mathematical techniques. Is that forgetting allows you to explore and exploit at the same time. So you're able to, as you rapidly learn something very quickly, sort of exploratory thing that you rapidly learn, you'll forget some of that, and that's going to sort of slow down convergence to an optimal alternative in the long run. Because when you do these exploratory things, they're often they're risky. And risky in the sense that you don't know that it's more uncertain. You just don't know what's going to happen next, versus sort of risky aspects of it. And as well, it's novel. It sort of takes practice over time, and you don't know what is the right alternative to choose. So what you have to do is actually rapidly learn these exploratory things, so you actually improve very quickly in the exploratory things. But as you're trying different things, these sort of different explorations, you sort of forget some of that information, and that allows you to find a optimal alternative very quickly, as well as sort of exploiting what you're doing. So it's a really interesting argument, I think, for sort of the rationality of forgetting. So why would human beings actually, or why would organizations forget things that have happened in the past? Really, I mean, other than just simply saying that this is a sort of limitation that we have, it's not intuitive why we actually would allow, or why would sort of evolution allow you to forget these different things in the long run, at least in my opinion. And of course, somebody might have a better explanation for it. So I think that's very interesting idea that's sort of emerging within behavioral science. I think can actually be a pretty good contribution. So if you think this is an interesting thing that I'm doing, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, check out reciprocity.com, and let me know what you think. All right, take care. Bye.